Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. The title of this video is called MAD. This refers to nuclear war. MAD stands for Mutually Assured Destruction. Now the reason why I'm bringing up this subject is, although I understand why Vladimir Putin started the war on Ukraine, I'm rather puzzled as to why all the world leaders who are meant to look after us, ordinary people who vote for these leaders, put us in such a dangerous situation where humanity can be wiped out and off the face of the earth by one simple miscalculation. Right, let's talk about this war in Ukraine. I'm very much against the war, but I can understand why Vladimir Putin attacked Ukraine. Do I agree with the war? No. Do I agree with all the deaths and destruction in Ukraine? No. But I'm rather puzzled because of this term MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction. Now we have enough nuclear weapons on this planet to destroy mankind over and over again, several times. So whoever starts a nuclear war first has just created his own coffin, and also his nation's coffin and the world's coffin, because everyone will go. We humans on Earth have the great equalizer. We have nuclear weapons and we have COVID right now, followed by global warming, which will follow. So what I don't understand, if all these problems in the world, problems that are so important that needs to be sorted out, why have a war? Russia is full of riches. Their land has valuable minerals, food, which they can spread around the world, do businesses with the rest of the world. So I'm looking at these evil sanctions as well. Why sanction Russia? Why has the West been so evil to sanction Russia? So let's start from the beginning. The reason why this war started. When the USSR broke up, I heard that there was a promise by the West they would not push NATO closer to Russian borders. They would stay well back or not be of any threat to Russian security. And Ukraine did a deal where they would deliver the nuclear weapons they had from the Russian Soviet Union to Russia, which happened, in a promise that no one would attack them. The problem we have here is Russian security. I call this a stealth war. The stealth deception by the West. The self-deception by my country. I live in the UK, where I'm very ashamed of the way we behave. I'm very ashamed of the Americans, the way they behave around the world, in various countries, creating wars for profit and for power and control. They have double standards. So this stealth war, where NATO move closer and closer towards Russia's borders, placing weapons facing Russia's direction, and making Vladimir Putin very nervous. I can understand, because these weapons are getting more advanced, and the time taken for a nuclear missile to reach Russia will be very, very short. But this is where I have the problem with Vladimir Putin. Not disagreeing with his attacking, right? But just thinking that the intelligent man he is, such an intelligent man he is, why didn't he hold back and thought about this? Mutually assured destruction means anyone starts a war, the position of nuclear weapons around the world, no matter who fires first or who takes out whose countries first, is guaranteed to take a hit from the enemy. The reason being, they are land-based nuclear weapons, and they are weapons under the sea. weapons in nuclear submarines, of which their locations are top secret. So no matter who fires a bomb or who wipes out each other's land, you're going to get hit by a nuclear missile. All it takes is a few of those missiles to land on your country, and your country's in serious trouble. Not just from the blast and the flash wave and the destruction that's immediate, but the long-term damage to the Earth's atmosphere, radiation, the ozone layer. And because of the amount of weapons that will be fired, you can be assured that we will be starving, we'll be cold, and we'll be going back to the dark ages. So what I would have done if I was Vladimir Putin, I would have looked at the consequences of starting a war. And these consequences could mean nuclear, because it can escalate very easy, as it has done. This war to me has gone on long enough, and the longer the war goes on, the more die. And this is where I think our side is very wrong, the UK and America. We're constantly flooding Ukraine with dangerous weapons. This is the most evil thing. We have made this war possible to last this long by sending weapons. We've caused more death. And in effect, we are interfering with the war in Ukraine. We may not be in there physically, but we are interfering with the war by sending weapons to Ukraine. I'm here sitting in the UK, and I'm expecting a bright nuclear flash, a bomb to just drop outside of my window. I'm not scared anymore. At first, I was scared of nuclear war. I was afraid of dying and a bomb dropping. But I'm so ashamed of my country and what we've done that I said, if a bomb comes our way, let it land. But just make sure that bomb lands within 10 feet of me so I can fry immediately. I want to fry straight away. I don't want to go slowly. And the people in our country who are acting very stupid, our government, I don't like our government. Boris Johnson, I do not like. And the reason why I do not like Boris Johnson, he's brash, he's cocky, he lies, he's deceived the British people, and he shouldn't be in government, not a lying Prime Minister. I had a lot of hopes for him when he got Brexit, and I really had high hopes for this man, and I believed in him. But now, as it's gone on, as he's been in government, his old government, they're one of the worst governments I think I've ever seen. And how I feel in this country, I feel I want to leave. I don't feel happy being here, being led under their country. Another Conservative government, but not this one. The way they've run the country has gotten worse. When Theresa May was in government as leader, it was much better. Even David Cameron's government was not bad as this one. This is the worst government ever. And because you've got a lying Prime Minister that has been fined for breaking the law that he set out himself, it's very depressing to still see him sitting in Parliament. And I really have no faith in voting no more, and I've got no faith in politics. So let's look at the situation in Russia again. Okay, we have the war in Russia. Vladimir Putin attacked because he believed to have seen something happening inside his country which warranted attack. Now remember, we as the general public don't really know what's going on inside of the country. We don't know the politics and the depth of what's going on. We just fed news from the media, and we listen to news which is a lot of bullshit news. They're corrupt. They feed you the wrong information. If you want to see real news, go to a channel called Gravitas Weon and listen to the amazing journalist Palki Sharma and the rest of them broadcast you honest news. You want to get honest news. And there's a good thing happening now. Elon Musk has purchased Twitter and is going to promote freedom of speech, which is a very good thing. We've now got to get rid of this media which promotes fake news. And fake news is used as a weapon. And they've used a fake weapon viciously against Russia, making that Russia to be the only bad one. I don't say Russia's a bad person at all. I don't think Vladimir Putin is bad at all. But I do think the war is a mistake. But at the same time, I feel the war is necessary, because I don't know the details, like I said, of what has really happened with this NATO. There's more to just the NATO moving close to its borders and stuff. There's stuff that's gone inside with the CIA. The CIA has sent people inside of Ukraine. They've infiltrated Ukrainian politics, making them biased and turn towards NATO. So you've got these people right on Russia's doorsteps interfering. And remember which country it is, Ukraine. This is the main heart of Russia when the Soviet Empire was around. So you can imagine how Vladimir Putin's feeling, and the other top generals in Russia. They must be saying, what the hell is going on? Why is NATO in our backyard? Why? The Western people don't see it. They say NATO, NATO, expand, Sweden, Finland, let's make NATO everywhere. Why the hell do we need NATO for? NATO, get lost. Get lost, please. I hate this organization. When they had the French election, although I do not like the far right, I'm against the racism of the far right. But I was saying that if Le Pen won, at least they would pull France out of NATO. And I was saying, let her win, just to get out of NATO, because I can't stand NATO. NATO is death, NATO is evil, and they go along with America. So let's look at what I would do if I was Vladimir Putin. If I was Vladimir Putin. From my knowledge, not his knowledge. He's got more knowledge than me. So bless those in Ukraine who's lost their life. Bless the Russian soldiers who've all lost their life. May you all rest in peace. And I bless Vladimir Putin, and I hope you succeed in what you're doing and you bring stability to Ukraine, Russia, and let this war end fast. And NATO, please stop sending weapons to Ukraine to make this war escalate into a nuclear war. Because a nuclear war, it will escalate. And what will happen is one tactical nuclear weapon will be sent into NATO or one of our countries as a warning, because I think Russia's had enough of us. And I think we the same would have enough of them if they did that to us, what we're doing to them. If we were in the same situation as Russia, we would launch a missile at them. So let's look at it from Russian point of view, what I would do. I would say to myself, well, I've got the biggest stockpile of nuclear weapons in the world, also the technology to deliver them. Actually, really, right, NATO, you can come close to our door, but you're not going to step inside of us. If you make one step, one wrong move, despite having the quickness of reaching our territory, you'll be destroyed. Because we have a system called MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction. No one can actually win a nuclear war. Anyone who starts a nuclear war, it'll be catastrophic. So this is the way I'd think. And I'd look and think of the advantages of keeping the friends with Ukraine. And also, even if Ukraine gets a nuclear weapon, they can't use it and be a benefit to them, because they will get struck back from Russia. And in the end, no one will win. No matter who you feel, who feels what. Same thing with North Korea. If North Korea launches a nuclear weapon first, which I don't think they will, I think it's on America making everyone scared. North Korea just has a nuclear weapon to protect themselves. I have nothing against North Korea. I think it's just the Western media making that North Korea and China to be bad people. The world needs Chinese people. The world needs North Koreans. The world needs Russians. The world needs Ukrainians. The world needs everybody. So why don't everyone just get on and stop fighting the hell out of one another and turn to the most important things we have on this planet, which is sorting out the global warming, stop hunger and famine, create more jobs, improve the chances of humanity's survival, like what Elon Musk is doing. Elon Musk is my hero. I like the way Elon Musk is improving the chances of humanity surviving, but I don't like Elon Musk getting involved with politics and going against Russia, because NATO is wrong. NATO and USA are very wrong to treat Russia the way they are. So this is my stance on the war. I wouldn't have gone in based on my knowledge. So you must remember this, based on my knowledge, and my knowledge is not as great as Vladimir Putin as to what is going on in the country with the CIA Americans and infiltrations with the neo-Nazis in Ukraine, how they treat Russians and what's happening there. So Vladimir Putin, with deep intelligence, Russian intelligence, has acted in this way and attacked Ukraine because he knows what's going on, what we don't know in the West. Ordinary people, the ordinary voters, the ordinary public who just go about our daily lives, we have no control of a nuclear war that can wipe us out. And this is what I don't like. We have no control. We vote these people in our country and act like cowboys. Dangerous. We vote these conservatives in, and they act like cowboys. They break the law. It's absolutely awful. All I say to our Prime Minister Boris Johnson, please resign and give someone else a chance, because you've broken the law, and it's just not right for a Prime Minister to stay in government like that. It makes me very deeply depressed to know you're still in government. Any ordinary person in any ordinary job would have long gone if they behaved like that. And what it is, it's the lie. It's the main thing, is the lie. Lying to Parliament is more the worst thing that's damaged. It's most damaging. And then to be found out that it was broken, and to be intelligent as you are, to say you didn't think it was a breaking the law. Come on, you knew well it was you breaking the law, and this is what's not good. And people also are going through very hard times now with this war. And I don't like your bluff with Russia. You said Russia won't try the nuclear weapons, calling his bluff, acting cocky. And what this will do is, it has done, not will do, has done, is put our country in a very dangerous situation. We're sending weapons, and also telling the Polish about certain secrets, which will put the Polish in trouble. It's something I heard in the news about Boris Johnson opening his mouth and putting Poland in trouble, and to do with weapons or aircraft being trained by British people to fight Russia, which would make Russia attack Poland. They'd be a target. And it's just the way, as a Prime Minister, I really had high hopes when you done the Brit exit, and then it just drops. When you got those Labour seats that were not, it's unheard of, to a Conservative to win those Labour seats in the areas. And when you finally won the election and you said you would help the people, you promised, and all this thing called levelling up, it's a lot of nonsense. It's been levelled down. Things are worse than ever. Petrol, gas prices, food prices. People find it very hard to live, and then we have this COVID. I'm very sick for such a long while. I've been so ill. I think I'm going to die. I don't think I'm going to survive it. I'm really ill, fighting this virus every day of my life. My family's going through hell, and we're very lucky one of us not lost. We've got 2 of our children damaged permanently with the COVID, and through nerve and neurological damage in the nerves. Partner Laura's got damaged, a vein to the body, and her mind, and depression from the virus. And then all what's going on with government and the lies and the way we've been treated with COVID and the lockdowns, and how we're allowed to let the virus expose so many people and kill so many people. I know so many who's died. I know so many who's died. People across the street from me are gone. Never see them again. Nice people. Gone from our lives. So this is a thing which got to be stopped. This war has to be stopped straight away. The UK, I'm asking our UK government to please not tempt fate with Vladimir Putin. Please do not push. You already poked the Russian bear. Please do not tempt fate of a nuclear war. Please stop sending weapons to Ukraine and just let the problem sort itself out as it is now. I think Zelensky has wrecked his country. This is my opinion. There's stuff, like I said again, Zelensky may know that I don't know, because he's far more knowledgeable about affairs in his country than I have. But I do believe, from what I've heard, is that Zelensky has taken his country into a terrible state. He's caused the death of many of his country people. He was cocky also. He could have negotiated with Russia. He could have understood what Russia was talking about. He could have played it and made the peace. Instead, he went the opposite direction, and he forced an attack by Russia. So let's say here, I hope the world look forward to peace. I hope America stops interfering with other countries. Stop being greedy. America is big enough as it is. You've got very intelligent people there. You can develop technology. Learn to appreciate the country Russia that we all have on this earth. How valuable this country is, and how valuable the people of Russia are. Got very skilled, talented people in Russia. Very valuable land. And all you need is trust between one another, and all this secrecy and nonsense. There's been mistrust for years between the West and the East. It's about time now we find the time to trust one another and push mankind forward. Because there can be bigger challenges we have, like meteorites coming, massive solar sun flares hitting the Earth, global warming, or just catastrophic event, which is extinction. We call them extinction events, where the humanity we face extinction. But instead, we're the worst things. We've got nuclear weapons, and we're the ones facing ourselves. We're the danger. We think of aliens being dangerous. We're the aliens. We're alien to ourselves. So I hope you enjoy this vlog anyway. And ask Vladimir Putin, don't be tempted by the fate of the West. don't push the nuclear button, because it will just destroy all of us. So you press that nuclear button, Vladimir, you're my friend, and you'll just destroy all of us. You destroy yourself and all of us. Find a different way and a clever way to beat these people. You're clever, you're very smart. Find a way to defeat them. I think defeating them is not by using a nuclear weapon. Russia's very powerful, and they're very safe and a very good country. So try and find a way and not think nuclear. Nuclear is not very good. Once you mention the term nuclear, it puts the whole world at tension, and a mistake can happen so easily. And when that mistake happens, goodbye to all of us. Including you, including your country's people, the beautiful land of Russia, the beautiful land of UK, the beautiful land of the Caribbean, the Seychelles, Canada, Iceland, Europe, you name it, the whole planet. Even the blank parts of the Pacific Ocean, which is almost 2/3 of the Earth, will be wiped out with radiation. All the fishes, everything, all goes up, including the ozone layer. So just think, we have all the power for peace, and we have the power to move mankind forward.
Wake up! See the sky, see the clouds amongst the sun. See the day for everything it could be. Stop treading on that snooze button, run. Wake up! Open your eyes and see everything it was, and is and will be all at once. See the truth, don't hide from others' love. Bask inside that alarm clock buzz. We metaphysical. I alone am 10 people on the blunt. It's a physical. You're always dying and your death has yet to come. Open your eyelids. Swear outside of this lucid dream will come a silence. So keep dreaming, babies, and stay woke. But keep scheming, babies. Oh, it's a tidal wave of iPads, and an alt-right pirate with an eye patch, and a lip cyclops that will shut up about his climax. Support with daddy issues on a shock value tirade on a cotton candy island with a native speaking. Oh no! My self-hatred's on a subconscious rampage. While I'm naked giving speeches in front of boys who have a man cave. Keep falling out my page while I'm ranting. This is sitcom TV ending. This is sitcom TV ending. Wake up! See the sky, see the clouds amongst the sun. See the day for everything it could be. Stop treading on that snooze button, run. Wake up! Open your eyes and see everything it was, and is and will be all at once. See the
A special thank you from the heart.
love. Bask inside that alarm clock, bro. Wake up.